Phoenix, you have no idea what we're about to talk about. You've been off the grid. You have not followed this story at all.
Face in a porcelain bowl pretty much the entire week. Yes.
Sounds good. Well, I want to introduce you to Nick Shirley. I don't know if you've seen this guy around YouTube at all, but he has been making some serious waves with his independent journalist. Young dude, 22, 23 years old. He posted a 42-minute video of my crew and I. He says, my crew and I exposing Minnesota fraud. This might be one of my most important work yet. We uncovered over $110 million in one day. We all work too hard to pay too much taxes for this to be happening. The fraud must be stopped. Now, we're not going to watch the full 42-minute video of this, but if you look down here, 115 million people have. This is
he's like an independent journalist. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
At this point, yes. You can't take that away from him at all. Anybody try to deny is fucking full of shit.
Well, I just love the response from Tim Walz. I mean, this is obviously white supremacy.
Well, we'll get to the response from Tim Walz here very shortly.
And it's Israel's fault, according to Asana. Israel did this.
Well, of course. Well, here's a we'll get to like some highlights of this video to give you an overview here, Phoenix, instead of just the whole 42 minutes. But I did want to show you this little overview here. This is another reporter here. Kind of, I don't know if she's just kind of piggybacking on the story, but this reporter over here is talking to this guy. And this is the guy that Nick Shirley goes around with. I think his name was David,
David, yes.
And David, he noticed he has a business that is around where all these healthcare and daycare centers are, right? And he noticed that there was never any children at these daycares. And this is about 5 years ago. So he started doing a little research on it and learning, like, how are these places in business? There's no children here ever. And so this is pretty much what he has here. So I'll give him a couple minutes to talk about it.
Massive fraud is going on here in the state of Minnesota, especially in Minneapolis. Explain to me what's going on with the daycares.
So one of the things that I've noticed is there's an exceptional number of child care centers that are set up mostly in Minneapolis, but also in St. Paul. And I said, wow, how many kids are there in the Twin Cities? Some of them are by my office, and I would watch, and I said, well, there aren't any kids there. And I go to another one, there aren't any kids there, and I'd see just some Somali guys outside smoking cigarettes. So I stopped at one of them, and I said, hey, I'm just wondering, I've got a grandson who's looking for childcare, and I wonder if this might be a good facility. And they said, no, we're all full. And they had the door open, and I looked, and there were no kids. There was like a couch and a table with a couple chairs, and I said, well, are the kids out back playing, or what kind of place is this? And the guy said, you go, and he almost pushed me out the door, and then he followed me down the street to my car, and that's when I said, wait a minute, there's something going on here, and that's got to be maybe 5 years ago. This fraud is so massive. When the dust settles on this, it's going to be found to be the largest fraud in the history of the country and probably the world. It's that big.
He is not wrong.
No, it's not. Now, Phoenix, once again, you have not heard about this at all.
No.
The video itself is essentially Nick Shirley going around with this guy, David, to all of these learning centers, daycare places, and just asking them, like, hey, where are the children? I want to sign my kid up for this. Just kind of curious if I can do that. And naturally, he saw resistance. I want you to take a look at this place real quick. People in the chat have been saying the Leering Center all along. Now,
they do a lot of leering there, I'll tell you that much.
Phoenix, this is an actual daycare center. Quality Leering Center. They misspelled learning on the wall.
No, they got it right. They leer there.
They leer.
That's all they do. They just leer at you.
That's right. So this is what happened, and this is such exactly what you'd expect here from some of the resistance that evolved. By the way, this is not from the Somalian people. This is from, well, you know.
This fraud is here at this part.
Don't open up!
So this is quality.
That's right. Oh,
Leering
the ice lady.
Center. I meant to say
This lady.
Yep.
Yeah, this lady's over here calling them ICE agents. This is wild.
Yeah, here we go. Look. And what do you think? Well, Phoenix, you'll know.
Learning Center.
Don't open up!
They said they spelled learning wrong.
Don't open up!
How do you have ice here, ma'am? I'm literally a YouTuber.
White liberal woman
Ma'am, what
alert!
do you think about?
Ding, 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 ding,
White
ding,
liberal
ding, ding,
woman
ding, ding.
alert!
Why is she here? What's
Who the
You got
fuck
nothing
knows?
better to do. This is it.
I watched the video front to back. She just fucking shows up.
Out of
She's
nowhere.
not gotten anything until this scene, and they get here, and then she just starts screaming about ice. What the fuck is she doing here?
She
She
popped
looks-
in like an NPC. I'm so confused.
Right. And the way she don't open up. I mean, listen to how she responds to everything that he's saying. If I can,
Good
get
old
this to
Kafia
play.
Karen.
Yeah,
Who are
let me-
you? What are you doing here?
Let me get this reloaded real quick. But Phoenix, it's pretty much exactly what you'd expect from that situation.
Yep, there's nothing here that is at all surprising in the least.
Now, if Blabs was here, would she defend this white liberal woman?
I got to be honest. There have been times on the show where she has. I don't know if it's necessarily the white liberal thing, but it's the white woman thing that she gets upset about. But when there's ladies like
A lot of
this, who
dumb
are
white
out-
women out there, though, to be fair.
there are, and then a lot of dumb white men as well. Just pointing that out. But let's go ahead and see how this goes.
Learning center.
Don't open
They
up.
said they spelt learning wrong.
Don't open up.
How do you have ice here, ma'am? I'm literally a YouTuber.
Don't open up.
Ma'am, what do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Don't open up. We have ice.
And what do you think about this place being licensed for 99 children
Don't open up.
and getting $4 million
Don't
over
open
the
up. It's ice.
$4 million in the last 2 years?
Go away.
What do you think about that? Are you in
Go
favor?
away.
Are you in favor of that?
Go away.
You know where
You're
the-
not welcome here.
Are you-
Shame on you.
Are you in favor of?
This isn't fair. She's genuinely retarded.
Right.
I feel bad for her now.
The irony of her saying "shame on them," shame on you for showing up and exposing this corruption right here, and the $5 million that's been shared with this company over this fraudulent group over the last 2 years. Shame on you.
If this had been some kind of like a group of white people doing this, it'd be all over the news. But they're defending it because of Islam and Somali, like it's brown people and they're Islamic in most cases. So of course they're going to trash it, call it white supremacists going after it. You're not allowed to criticize any other group.
let's see how this.
They can still steal millions of dollars. Does not matter.
Oh well, we'll get to. Oh yeah, listen. The Hawks are the buzzards are out for Nick Shirley now, but simply knocking on doors and saying, what's going on?
$1.9 million going illegally,
Don't open up.
fraudulently to this business that has quality learning center but can't even spell learning right on the door.
Don't open up.
No answer to
Ma'am,
that.
we are not ice.
I don't care who you are. You don't belong here.
I belong here
What?
just like you belong here.
Don't open up. It's ice.
You do realize
He's
that
dying.
there's supposed to be 99 children right here at this building, but there's no one here.
You can just see how fucking empty head. It doesn't matter. The plague only knows how to just scream back. It does. You
Look at all
can
those
see it's not
keys on
registering
her neck.
anything.
The fuck she got all these keys for? Did you see that?
Oh
Yeah, that was weird.
Go
She's got
back
like
to her.
30 keys around her neck.
Yeah, they're on her neck.
Yeah.
This is a genuine.
Maybe it's
retard.
Maybe it's
I
the
don't know.
keys to her cuckold
might be.
cages.
Phoenix, you were saying?
Well, it's just you see it in all these mind viruses. Like you can see that she's not registering anything, doesn't care about having any kind of conversation, not for 1 second challenging, even for one moment, that she may or may not be wrong on something, and just at least have a little bit of discourse. The response is always like a virus, is just to shout back. That's it. It just shouts at you like a screaming child. It's exhausting.
Nick literally points out the sign says Leering Center, and she
Yeah.
doesn't even register it. Like, maybe that's a little bit weird, isn't it?
I found it funny that she said you don't belong here. It's like, isn't that a line that you wouldn't like people saying?
That's right. You're colonizing Nick Shirley. But watch. I feel like there is just maybe a crack in the dense skull here as he lays this out, because she kind of looks at him with just kind of like this, like, I think I understand what you're saying, but I don't want to believe it type of thing. Pay attention here.
But there's no one here. This is a child daycare center.
There's 99 children.
And she's just kind of like looking around. She's like, oh, maybe they do have a point. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's going through her mind. Possibly. And maybe I'm giving her too much benefit of the doubt in this situation.
Paid $1.9 million this year in CCAP funding. Do you know where the children are? Were they kidnapped? They run away? Where are the children? This is state of Minnesota.
You just see the
Right here.
processing wheel in her brain.
My name's Nick.
Right. The hamster slowly starting to turn a little bit.
Mhm.
So she goes, "Who are you?" And here's the thing I like about Nick is he actually says, "I'm Nick Shirley. This is who I am." He doesn't give some sort of fake name. He doesn't pass it off. He says, "Hey, this is who I am." She says, "Who?" She says, "Who are you?"
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley, ma'am.
And who are you with?
Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley on YouTube.
Yeah, so who are you with here?
Oh, he's just been doing some research investigating the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm with Nick Shirley.
This lady, she's calling us ICE. We're just trying to put law and order back in the streets of the United States. Get rid of all the fraud. Have you ever seen children at that daycare center right there?
Where?
Yeah, it's right there. It says the child, you've never seen daycare.
I haven't seen anybody in there.
We're going to educate you on something. So what do you think about this?
This guy had been there for 7 years and he never seen a child go in or out of that venue, Phoenix.
Holy
Not
crap.
once.
Yeah.
We did see a lot of instances like this where he'd go up, he'd knock on the door. "Hey, is this a daycare?" "Yes." "I'd like to enroll my child." "No." "Okay, then just show me one child. You says you have 100. This is harassment. We're calling police." He did get the police called on him here a lot and came back to the victim complex here. Here's another 1 minute from this, which the whole 42 minutes, Eric, you watched the 42 minutes and it was,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's like
It's pretty riveting.
it's one after the other. After you would think, I think there's maybe one instance of anybody taking down any sort of information from Nick and David about trying to actually get a child into the daycares. After that, everybody shuts them down. Every single one of them.
Here is another instance of him approaching a daycare here.
Children here in your child care?
Which child care, ma'am? It's a lot of
Minnesota Child Care right here. It's from the state of Minnesota's website. We're just wondering where the children are.
Where the children are?
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have
She has no idea what he's talking about.
No.
What children? What are you talking about? Yes, yes, my walls have Minnie Mouse on them. Yes, it says child care center, but I have no idea what I'm doing.
102 children here, and you got $2.66 million this year in funding, and $2.5 million last year. We're just wondering where the kids are.
And who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
And where are you? Which department? That is harassment.
Oh, we are.
There it is.
That is harassment.
There it is. Right there. There it is. How quickly did that get there?
We know
Phoenix,
speak English here.
I see you smiling, Phoenix.
No, I mean, this is, it's one of those things like it's horrible to watch, but also so unsurprising that this is going on. It just seems like I bet you we're just scratching the surface with a whole bunch of other shit that's been going on.
Oh, I think this is totally scratching the surface.
Yeah.
Let's point out in the chat. I think these are the grunts.
Yeah.
These are the,
This felt like a Doge find, is what it is. It seemed like they like dug this up, but I mean, it's been going on for a long time. It's actually been documented going back, I think, even like 9 years. Fox 9 in Minneapolis actually put out a story where they were literally talking about $100 million fraud back then. So everybody knew. It was a fucking open secret. And for somebody to finally get everybody's eyes on it is a Herculean effort. Thank God for Nick.
I don't want to jump too far ahead. Maybe we can talk about it at the end, but I'm going to be curious to see if there's been any kind of defense that anything has come out where this documentary got a little bit wrong or something like that. I'm kind of anxious to see if there was any response
They tried,
whatsoever.
and it just proved this point.
I don't want to derail right now, but I am going to be curious.
I'll say one of the lighter ones that they tried was they tried to say he went there during Christmas, so of course nobody would be there during Christmas.
which they don't realize that Muslims don't celebrate Christmas.
Well, Phoenix, have you considered that this is somehow Israeli propaganda?
Yes.
There's a lot.
I can't wait for that part. That'll be fun.
Let's get to this here. Finish up this video because they're not happy that he's here.
From ourselves.
Yeah.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. Look at that. Shut us down. Where are the children at? No children inside of this daycare center. And look at this daycare center right here. No children inside of this daycare center. But between those buildings, over $2.6 million.
So there's that, which was just
great. She was fat.
She was a large woman right there. Yes,
she's eating good off of that taxpayer money.
Hey, man.
Oh.
Yeah. was pointed out by several people. This lady over here says, I ran an early learning center daycare in Orlando from 2003 to 2004, and we received state and federal dollars for our children. Someone from the state of Florida came unannounced to my center every month to check on my facility, check vaccination records, ensure the facility was safe, and my attendance records matched who was actually there that day. For this to happen, the government of Minnesota was willfully overlooking the fraud. People need to go to jail right here.
There's a lot of voters there. You got a whole community that could vote Tim Walz. So you got to be careful.
Well, that's kind of the general thought of this, is that apparently the Somalis vote in packs. They like, if you get one, whatever the leader says, that's what they all do. And hey, why would you vote for anywhere else if you're getting literally billions of dollars?
Look at me.
Funding.
Look at me. I'm the voter now.
I run the daycare now.
It's a hostile.
It gets even more complicated. Yeah,
it's
it really
terrifying.
is. It gets a little more complicated when you start talking about the Somali tribes and Somaliland, which I know we'll probably get to that a little bit later too. But yeah, what is it? The mayor of Minneapolis managed to actually play the Somali clans off of each other and barely won re-election as a result. Otherwise, there would be a Somali mayor right now named Omar Fateh. We got very close to some bad stuff, man.
Well, I saw this video here. This is pretty funny. This is basically Minnesota right now here.
Hello, I'm Somali and I want money. U.S. government, please give me money. Well, we can't just give you money outright. You have to provide some sort of service to the economy. Okay, I'm gonna start a daycare. Oh my goodness, that's great. I would love for you to teach and be around my children. Can I just poke around it first? No. Well, you have like a fully operating daycare. I just like to see what's inside. If I let you in, will you give me the money? Yes, of course. Oh, it's completely empty. The ABCs are out of order. That's not even English. That's like Spanish. Are you sure this is like an operating daycare? Please give us money. Well, I'd hate to be racist. Here's $1 million.
That's pretty accurate right there.
That's it.
It just comes back to people don't. It's the ist, it's the phobe. Nobody wants to be called a bad thing because people have been lectured on how being a white person is bad, and if you say anything bad about it, it's insane, really insane. But here's a black guy actually chiming in on this whole thing. It says, shout out to Nick Shirley here. This is this guy talking about the situation, and he actually comes with a little bit of personal receipts.
Shout out to Nick Shirley. Man, I am so glad you did that. It is going crazy viral all over the internet. All of us who have been calling out the Democrats are appreciating you because we've been saying this for years. Now, for those of you who know me in real life, you know that I used to work around kids at charter schools. You know that I did the federal accounting. Some people on my channel don't know that. They just think I'm just a guy that drives cars around. I retired from accounting, did federal accounting for the school. So what Nick said is right. Nobody's checking up on that. In Nevada, the state sends people to our schools. They actually send people to our schools during count days, after count days. We go over financials all the time. They see kids, they see teachers, they see staff. They know the federal dollars are going in good hands. The state does that. What happened in Minnesota? It wasn't happening because all it took was for the state to do like what Nick did. Go there. The fact that they didn't go there tells me this wasn't just a small oversight. This was training. The people in Minnesota, the administration, all of these people, they are trained to do fraud. It started at the top. I'm telling you, and it didn't just start with the state. It started at the federal level. Who's ever in charge at the federal level for that state? Ilhan Omar, her boss, Obama. These people all are programmed to know exactly what to do because you need social security numbers, you need bodies, you need parents, you need addresses, you need contact phone numbers. A registrar will have all of that. So if the registrar of the school has social security numbers and files on all of these kids, then the state should have those same files. If the state doesn't have files on that, then where are these social security numbers coming from in order to get that much money? Remember, I told you in the last video, the head of the Social Security division, she resigned the moment Trump took office because they know there's something going on with these social security numbers. There's no way you can get millions and millions of dollars like that without social security numbers. I used to do the federal part of the accounting for the school, so I know exactly how it works. What Nick Shirley did, hey, hats off to you, brother. It's like that easy just to get up, drive down the street, and to say, hey, can I tour your facility? It's that easy to find out if somebody's committing fraud.
You can just do things.
You can just do things, right?
You can just do things.
You can just do things. And I think that's what everybody really appreciates about Nick Shirley. Flash, I know you got to go, but I did want to get to the response here because naturally, when there's any sort of allegations that are put on, put towards especially a leader like Tim Walz, who I just want to point out was a candidate to be the vice president of the United States.
That's
He
right.
was.
Yep.
Like,
Yes, he was.
let's just point that out here. This was the vice presidential candidate here. Naturally, he's going to try to defend himself. And hey, give it up for white guy, letting everybody know white guy bad here. This is Nick Shirley on with Fox News.
Governor Tim Walz is saying that you and others that are out there trying to expose this, you're doing it because you're white supremacists. What is your response to him?
Yeah, Tim wants votes. There are entire apartment complexes where white people have been pushed out of these apartment complexes because Somalians have taken over and they're inside of these towns like Minneapolis where they can go get votes from these people. And if you have 100,000 people that will vote for you because you're going to enable and let this stuff happen, and because you're going to call a white person racist for calling out facts, this is what's going to happen to a state like Minnesota. Minnesotans, they say Minnesota nice, but they are very upset. And I totally understand why they're upset, because they don't have a governor who's actually working for them. He's actually working against them.
We'll get to the Minnesota nice thing here in just a minute. And Flash, before you roll, I don't know if you saw this or not. Did you see where this, well, I'll let this just play out just for 1 second.
So guys, this is absolutely mind-blowing. So I was watching the most recent video by Nick Shirley exposing these daycare centers. Now, they're going daycare to daycare, and the next one that they go to is called Sweet Angel Childcare. This is where they show up to. And this is the business right here. Sweet Angel Childcare in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, listen to where this phone number goes to when you call this childcare center.
You guys have any guesses on this before we
I know
find
exactly
out?
where it goes. It goes to Tim Walz's office.
Phoenix.
I have no idea. I can't wait to see.
Just wait for it.
Thank you for contacting the office of Governor Tim Walz and Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan. Our office is located.
Literally the office. Literally the office.
No idea how bad it's going to get. It's going to get so bad, and I'm so sorry.
Are they actually going to do anything about this, though? That's the real question. And I don't know.
Midterms, homie. Midterms.
Imagine how much more of
incoming
this
party always loses the midterms. But I'm going to tell you right now, with everything that's coming, the Republicans are going to make damn sure that they juice those numbers as hard as they can by actually doing something. Because if you actually get results, you actually get votes. And this is a chance for them to actually do something.
You're having a lot of faith in that fucking do nothing. Like they don't do anything.
They've been in power for almost a year on all three levels of government.
Yeah,
They
it's
really
a bunch
haven't
of
done
rhinos.
shit.
Yeah.
Flash, get on out of here, buddy. We'll see you, okay?
See you guys.
Thanks,
See you
buddy.
later, man.
Have a good one, brother.
Go check out Flash's channel, Yellow Flash 2 over on YouTube. Link is down in the description below.
Thank you. Peace.
You got it, buddy. All right, we'll see you. All right. How about I just call the number too? Should I call and see what happens?
Let's do it.
I got it pulled up. Let's find out. Let's just see. I'm sure it's getting bombarded. The exact same number. Just curious. I'm sure millions of people are calling this number today.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get a busy signal.
Yeah.
Thank you for contacting the office of Governor Tim Walz
That's
and Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan.
like legitimately
Our
amazing.
office is located at 130 State Capitol at 75 Reverend Dr. Martin Luther
Shall I leave a
King
message?
Jr. Boulevard in St. Paul, Minnesota.
What do you think?
55155. Our office is open Monday through Friday from 8 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Please leave your message along with your name and phone number. Thank you for your call and have a great day.
I just want to let you know that I am absolutely terrified that Tim Walz was a potential vice president of the United States. You should be ashamed of yourself. Everything about this is disgusting, and I hope that you get removed from office. Have a good day.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Have a good day.
Do we know
Minnesota nice.
Do we know if that was ever updated? That the information for that was that ever even changed?
Yeah, that's kind of the running theory of this. Is like, hey, you guys did this when you found out. This is you guys co-opted it and changed the information on Google and all this stuff. So that's kind of the theory right there. But by those who don't believe this is real, and I think that's probably the most amazing thing about that. And we're going to get to the idea people who don't think this is real in just a second. But first, Norm says, imagine how hard these places make it to find a decent daycare for normal people. That's actually a great point. Prime of 2 says, as a public school teacher of 18 years, that man is absolutely correct. In my state, they're always looking over our shoulder when it comes to where money is going. This is 100% intentional. Thank you, Prime of 2. Dr. T.S. King says, after the 2012 election, Minnesota almost went for Mittens Romney. Obama then flooded Minnesota with Somalians to ensure the state would remain blue and likely start this fraud apparatus to fund the left indefinitely.
Part of it,
I don't know enough about that. This is
it's the truth is, after Mogadishu, everything got really fucked up in Somalia. So I'm sure there was a lot of liberal guilt over everything that was happening over there. So in order to maintain good relations and also keep control over the Horn of Africa, where like 25% of all international shipping goes past, they basically decided this was the correct answer to just import. Why bring food to the Somalians when we can bring the Somalians to the food? That would be a nice thing to do.
Well, we're getting a lot of food. A lot of food's being fed right now. I will personally give you a high five if you subscribe. I will not actually give you a high five if you subscribe.